Bonjour. Okay, main collective. What is the energy around you currently? What is the message this collective needs to hear today? What is the main energy around this collective, please? Oh, pets. Getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love. You might be feeling animals are quite drawn to you at the moment. Vacation, you will be traveling soon. I'm getting that come out a lot lately, so I think a lot of collectives are you're either about to travel, like you do have travel plans that are coming up soon, or you will be traveling soon and you just don't know that yet. This is something that's about to be what's the word I'm looking for? Illuminated for you. Communicate, compromise, forgive, work it out. So someone's in your energy that maybe this is someone that needs to travel to you, and that's something that if you don't already have travel plans or the intention to book a trip or anything like that, this could be someone that is in your energy that plans to travel towards you, that wants to communicate something. But it's about compromise, forgiving and working it out. So this is someone that you have not been in contact with recently, someone that is in your energy that feels like there's things left unsaid. Pets, distance, there it is. So you're at a distance from this person, and that could be part of what this communication is, wanting to close the distance here, even if it's something that it's like wanting to open up the lines of communication again and perhaps visit and spend some time in person to bridge the gap here. Vacation. No, it's not the right time under you will be traveling soon. So this, I straight away feel as if this person that you and them are emotionally distant from one another right now. There isn't communication, but this communication is coming in soon. This is someone that you may have had feelings for, still have feelings for. This person still has feelings for you, and it hasn't been, there's things that haven't been resolved. I think that a conversation is forthcoming, but as far as actually traveling to see you, I don't think that your angels believe that this is the right time for that kind of commitment, I guess, to actually travel towards this person. I think as well, for this to come under vacation, I feel as though someone that is about to come in and communicate with you might express that they want to clear the air with you and work things out, but that now's not the time to travel to see one another. And if it's been a long time here, then you're not going to go immediately from one conversation to getting on a plane. I mean, you might, but communicate. Let go. Make room for the new beginning on its way to you now. So something's about to be released to you because you have let go of a person, and then lo and behold, in they come with communication. But you've got caution. Find out more information, but don't overwork yourself. So this is someone that I think as well, if this person being in your energy, they're perhaps checking in on you, trying to gather where you're at in life, if you're with anyone, what is going on for you. But as well, it could be that when this person does come in to communicate, they're asking you to have your wits about you and really trust what your body's telling you, because this person might not be showing up with all the information straight away. So, but you don't want to create, you don't want to create a anxiety in your mind that this person is keeping things from you. It's like, don't, like it says, don't overwork yourself. So take things at face value and don't, if you have questions, ask them. Just don't, I don't think this is an opportunity to really push answers for things. It's more of just a opening up the lines of communication type conversation. Alright, let's get some more information on what this connection is. What is this connection, please? Hammer, sabotage. So this is something that was either they sabotage this or you both sabotage this, but this is wanting to work on things, rebuild as well. So this could be something as well that this person wants to communicate, that they recognize now that they self-sabotage the connection in the past, but that they have had these realizations, and through having those realizations, they actually want to work on this and rebuild something with you. Yeah, talking. So you've got interested, conversing more. I think there's a conversation that needs to happen, and this is what's hovering around you right now. This is why you got communicate in your energy. Text, call, email, hovering. So this is something that needs to be talked about, how things got sabotaged in the past and how things ended and why they ended. Seduction. So that's attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. This is part of the conversation too. The outside influences that impacted this connection, as well as perhaps people that you guys both tried to move on from each other with. But there's things about not getting swept up in the chemistry that you two share. This conversation needs to be had and the air needs to be cleared, but there's something about the attraction that you two have to one another causing a lot of temptation, even though they're trying to get you not to rush this, not to force something that is not ready yet. And as well, this person could want to discuss a particular situation that they now see got in the middle of your connection. Someone that interfered. Hammer. Addictions. So some form of addictions around this sabotage behavior is played a big role in why things ended in the past. It's something where someone had things that were controlling them and causing them to not see things in the clearest way, which then led to sabotaging this. And again, these are all things that I do believe are needed to come out or need to come out in this conversation that's coming. And the things that blocked this for so long. talking. See, the butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child growth. And this is exactly what this conversation is going to be. You both need to heal certain things that had been left unresolved in the past. And having this conversation is going to help heal the both of you and help create the space to let this relationship evolve and have a new beginning. Seduction. Yeah, healthy choices. So I think whatever the temptations were and whether it was hooking up with people or just the other interferences, I believe that this person has actively been making healthier choices in their life. Maybe sobriety as well, which is clearing their mind and they're starting to see things clearly, as well as understanding the interferences that got in the way of this connection in the past. And trying to, I'm hearing being careful about what they put into their body, taking care of their body, like exercise-wise, what kind of energies they allow into their space, and just being very conscious of the company they keep, basically. And I think as well, these healthy choices is making this person feel and think a lot clearer, and it's helping them understand this connection a lot better. But Hand of Cards on the bottom, and this is what I mean, caution, find out more information but don't overwork yourself, because I do think this person is going to take a chance towards you, but I still think they're going to have their cards very close to their chest. They're not going to come in with some big declaration of love. This is more of a time to clear the air, like I said, but I think they are going to take the risk here, but they're just going to not be completely forthcoming with what their feelings are here. It could be more of a just asking you how you are and that they've been thinking of you, but it's not going to be a big, let's try again type conversation. So let's get into this person's feelings for you. What is this person's feelings for the collective, please? Attachment. So they are going over their attachment style, codependent, avoidant, and anxious. And I think these are part of the things that this person is learning about themselves. Now that they're making healthy choices, they're starting to, I think, have epiphanies about certain behaviours and patterns that they've repeated in their life. Protection, evil eye, psychic attacks. So they might even feel like in this time that if you're quite a spiritual person, they might have at points in time believed that you were creating drama in their life energetically or sending them the evil eye, not realizing that it was their own bad behavior and patterns that they were repeating and being shown the lesson by their own team. They were focusing out and blaming you, when in reality it could have just been, they might be realizing now that you were quite protected, and when they hurt you, they received karma for it. Union. But they want union here. They do believe that this is a divine love and that this is something, the love of a lifetime. I just heard this is something that it is destined, but it's eternal. So from the beginning of time till infinity, this love will be there forever. It's not something that is just a fleeting connection in this lifetime that has no ties to the spiritual realm. It's something much deeper than that. And they want this union with you. Attachments. Yeah, incoming communication. So this person has every intention of reaching out. We will get a timing card because I think this person is, especially with that hand of cards, like they're not going to show all their feelings at first. The communication might seem very surface level, but I do think that they intend to reach out. It's just a matter of when, because this person, I think probably there would be nerves around it, especially if it's been a long time here. Action. So straight away after incoming communication, you've got action. This person's coming in fast. This feels very, I just wanted to say rushed, but I don't think this person's all of a sudden thought about you again and wants to come rushing in. I think this has been something that's been building up for a long time, but something is going to just, it's almost like I'm seeing someone getting shoved and like being pushed into someone else. They're like pushing this person to take this action now. They're feeling this momentum right now. Trauma. So under union, you've got trauma. So this is something that this person felt very overwhelmed by. Maybe they felt like it was a trauma bond for a long time, but they're understanding now that you both weren't coming from a broken place. It wasn't that it was intentionally toxic. It was just that there was things that created distance and pain because you didn't know how to love each other properly. And I think as well, this person making the healthy choices, they probably have gone into isolation because like I said, they're really making sure that the energy they allow around them is particular. They're not just letting the same kinds of people that they were always around enter their energy field anymore because they know it's not healthy for them. So in this isolation, they probably felt quite heavy when they were thinking about this connection and going over the things that they did to sabotage it, as well as understanding what your connection actually is. Clear feelings, senses, and energy. So they do pick up on energy very easily. Unconditional love, but they have unconditional love for you. And the penguins, they mate for life. You're their person. They believe you're their person and that you're meant to be together, but you love each other unconditionally. Yeah, they're trusting their intuition when it comes to this. They might be asking for signs as well, but they are getting downloads from their team. And this is what I mean about this action with this incoming communication. They're feeling this rush, this surge that it's time. I need to go in. I need to communicate. I need to clear the air here because it's been so long. Leo season, so they could be a Leo, you could be a Leo, but this is July 23rd to August 22nd, so that could be have specific dates in it, but this person's accepting who you are to them now. I think that this person ran for a long time, but they're not running anymore. They really want to face this head on and deal with it like a man, I just heard. Anyway, okay. I just want to grab a timing card just for my own curiosity. January. That's not far. We're in the middle of October now. November, December, January. So in the new year. Morning. And this year, but seeing January and the fireworks is making me feel like this is a New Year's Eve type thing. So this person could very well reach out to you wanting to spend New Year's with you. Allow things to come. Let's get messages. Can we get a better understanding on this connection, please? Number 8, I'm going through a dark night of the soul. Nothing in my life is making sense. So this person, this is the isolation, the heaviness. I don't think they're just going over how they felt that this relationship could have been traumatic, but the trauma in their life overall. Nothing's making sense to them right now, and they are really feeling it. That I think and I think that's why you got no, it's not the right time, because this person is in heavy isolation right now, and they're purging, they're feeling all the pain that they've been running away from all this time, and it's an important chapter for them. Number 8 again, so you could be an 88 baby, you both could be, but timing and intentions. I'm trying to understand how my thoughts create my reality. I know I need to stay positive. Are you? This person, I think, is really feeling it. They're really feeling and going through all the emotions that they have had trapped inside them all this time. And that could also be why they're suddenly feeling this momentum to come towards you, because now, even if they felt guilt for how they treated you in the past, they still were running from it. And they might have even blamed you or resented you for a long time for your part to play in it. But I feel like now this collective, not the collective I'm speaking to, but the one that this is about, they are now seeing and feeling the pain that they caused you. And this is someone that is understanding now, not just saying they understand, but actually feeling how they would have made you feel. And that's very confronting. Number 7, separated or together, we are working in tandem with each other. So when you're healing, naturally they're healing. It happens energetically. It's not like they're healing because you are. But when you work on yourself, they start to work on themselves. And I just heard as well, they might have slipped up again recently and started to dabble in something that isn't a healthy option, but they've pulled right back again. It was kind of like a little slip up, but they've gone right back into making the right choice again. And that's part of the learning process, is having those little hiccups and then pulling yourself up again. So that's good. This is 887, and for some reason I feel like I need to say 887. I don't know why. Because that's not a time, is it? Number 5, so the 8th of May and the 5th of August are important. Our mission is to be unconditional love. Clearing our programming is a necessary part of opening our hearts. number 6. So the 8th of June and the 6th of August. So you've got the 5th and 6th of August. Karmic ties. I know I need to release attachments with karmic people, and I think this is the slip up. They've gone into they've slipped up in the sense that where they've maybe gone back to something that isn't good for them because it's a bad habit. It's something you have to break. So, but it's got this feeling of like they dipped their toes back into a bad habit that they've been in for a while, but they reined it back in again. I'm creating a plan to leave him, her. It doesn't have to be another romantic, relationship, but it's almost like I'm hearing someone say, give me time. Rome wasn't built in a day. It's like they're actively trying to break these bad habits, and they're doing well. I think this person's doing very well. It's just that they've had a little slip up. They've gone back to something quickly, but then they've quickly pulled back out of it again. It's like they say it takes 66 days to create a habit. So this person is actively trying to break this bad habit. They've had a slip up, but they've pulled back up again. They are on the right path, I believe. Number 7. Two for that. 10, 11. Karmic ties. So that's 3 karmic ties in a row. I'm feeling controlled by people around me and I don't like it. It's pushing me to find my power again. So whatever their circumstances are right now, they're feeling that the people around them control them and keeping them trapped in a life they don't want to be in. And that is them also needing to work through. They can unburden themselves at any time. They don't have to stay where they are. I'm accessing past life wisdom. It's helping me understand things with a new perspective. And also maybe the 7th of, although I'm just realizing that's 17 and it's the 17th today. And also 11, so the 7th of November could be important. And 11 on the bottom, 11, 11. Look, I'm realizing this connection is something special and worth treasuring. And this is what I'm saying. In this isolation, they're starting to realize certain things. Where they might have categorized this as a toxic relationship or a trauma bond or karmic, they're understanding now that this is a divine love, and that divine love pushes you to evolve, pushes you to grow, and also forces you to see where you're not living up to your potential. And when a partner's pushing you to reach your potential, it's not them nagging, it's not them never thinking anything you do is good enough. It's them realizing, no, it's not that nothing I did was good enough. It's that they believed in me and they know that I could be better than this and more than this. And it's not. All right, that phone call made me forget what I was saying, but I think essentially this person is now realizing that this isn't a trauma bond. This is something that is pushing them to grow, and that anything that made them feel criticized by you in the past wasn't because from a lack of love. It was because you loved them so much that you wanted them to be the best version of themselves, and now they want to become the best version of themselves. They don't want to be stuck in old patterns and doing the same shit day in, day out around the same people that they always were around that were unhealthy, because they are seeing, it's almost like they're seeing themselves through your eyes now, or they're wanting to see themselves through your eyes again and be that person that they remember you believing they were. Okay. Before I get messages from them, I just want to see how you're viewing this person currently. How is the collective viewing this person currently? Or what are their feelings for this person currently? So you see them as quite healing yourself. This is about plant medicine, sound healing. But I feel like this is what I meant when I said that the potential you saw in this person, the fact you believed in them, the version of them that you believe them to be is this. They're a healing person. They have the potential to be, they have the spirit in them to be this healer. And you would have seen examples of that when you were together. But as well, I feel like you're hoping to hear from them. But that being said, I feel this is more that you're going to be surprised when you hear from them because you're not expecting it. Whether it's a call, a text, or they message you on social media. Change. You're hoping this person can change and transform into the person you believed they always were. You could be seeing 5-5 a lot. 5-5-5 a lot, yeah. But it's almost like you feel that this person, if they can face the fire and go through the transformation, as painful and as uncomfortable as it is, they can become the best version of themselves. But they have to want to do the work, and you're trying to believe that they can. Shaman. Magic. You believe in their magic. So again, you had examples of this when you were with them, whether people were drawn to them and would tell them their life story, or they're just someone that people were drawn to. And you did get pets at the beginning. Maybe there's someone that has animals just randomly come up to them. You've seen this happen where animals just off the street will approach them because they're magical. They have an energy about them that draws people in, that draws animals in, maybe children. Maybe this person's very good with children. I do think of that when I see that little girl making potions in the backyard. It's so cute. But this is someone that you really believe in. This just confirms for me your belief in this person hasn't really wavered, even though you've not been in contact. You really believe in this person's magic. Surprise call. Heart chakra. So you accept this person as they are. This is beautiful. Your heart's open to this. And I think that when this communication comes in, I feel like this person remembers how accepting you were of them and how compassionate you were, as well as how much you believed in them. And I actually feel like you're going to present that way again when this person returns. I think as well, you see this person as someone that when they're in balance and they're not trying to fight away their sensitivity, that their sensitivity and their big heart is one of their most powerful traits, but this is someone that would shut down. Change. Comfort zone. And this is what I mean. Going through changes and really transforming is not comfortable, but nothing changes if nothing changes. They need to leave their comfort zone with this. And this is also about leaving the nest. So they could live with family, but to have real growth in their life, they have to move away from these karmic situations they feel controlled by. And that might be something that they're going through stages with right now, which is making their life feel very unstable and complicated. But it's the teething pains that you go through before the new beginning happens. You have to create the change. Otherwise, things will stay the same and you will continue to be miserable. I think you believe this person stays in their comfort zone because they don't want to deal with the pain that it takes to change. But you believe that they can. If they just leave the nest and dedicate themselves to growth, they can change and they can transform into the beautiful person you know they can be and that you've seen before. yeah, healing. Healing the inner child. Healing the inner child, you believe, is really important here for them. And I think this, considering how they're feeling, I think this is something they're very aware of, and they're actively trying to do that. They have slipped up, but they're back on track. All right, so the cards that were flipped over on the floor was chaos, reincarnation, clear alliance, which is clear smelling, senses, and connection. So this could even be that you've been smelling there. I just heard cologne. Maybe you've been around places where it's almost like you do a double take, or you look behind you because it's like you can smell them, or it's almost like you feel that they're right there, and then you turn around but no one's there. It's like you're really sensing their energy at the moment, but that's because your connection is so strong. Air, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, they could be, you could be, but very in your mind about this right now because you're in no contact. And interestingly, these two were flipped over together, denial and the crone. And there is something about a matriarchal figure that you feel like is controlled by them, which is interesting too, because in this deck, they feel controlled by people around them and they're trying to find their way out. You feel like there's some kind of matriarch that is connected to this person, that they are in denial about how much control this person has over them, but they actually are aware. I think that they saw this person as someone full of wisdom, and they look to them as a teacher, especially if it's a mother or a grandmother or something, but they were in denial about how much this mother figure controls their life. You think they're in denial, but they're actually not. They are awake to it. And then you got full moon on the bottom, so something is about to be illuminated. So whatever the full moon is in November, look that up, but something's about to be released here. Okay. Let's get messages from them, see what it is they want to say to you. What does this person want to say to the collective, please? Yeah, see, I didn't know if my family was going to accept you. So their family are definitely a big interference here, and they know it. Especially if they made you out to be toxic, I'm just seeing someone basically making themselves look like the victim of you, when in reality it was the other way around. And naturally, if this person went to their family and spoke badly of you, of course their family is going to feel some kind of way towards you, and they're going to want their brother, sister, whatever, to be happy. And if they think that you're not making them happy, you're the scapegoat. And so this person has put you in a position that you're not aware of, where when they come back towards you, you have to deal with their family not liking you, accepting you back in their life, even though you don't deserve that animosity. So there's also an element of them needing to protect you from them too, because especially with this mother figure, it's very, you don't want to be with someone who you're having to battle their family the whole time, because you are constantly on the defense. And that's something this person needs to be aware of, and I think they are here. They know that they've kind of dug a hole for themselves as far as coming back towards you, knowing that they didn't shine the best light on you to their family. So there needs to be accountability over that too. You know, saying to their family, you know, I didn't really say the whole all sides of the story here. And at the end of the day, if their family still choose to believe the worst version of you, they need to protect you from that and stand up for you. You were different from the rest. They didn't mean anything to me. I only want you. So this person tried to replace you, and no one can match your energy because they were never going to. They were running from their problems. I miss your voice, your laugh, your humor, your touch. I'm in my feelings today. So they're heavily reminiscing about you and the connection and the good times you two shared and the intimacy you had. This is just, I think, I don't know, it's like they want to just be wrapped up together with you. And especially if they're going through a dark night of the soul and everything hurts and they're struggling, it's like they miss that comfort that you gave them. I keep looking at your pics, and not to mention the videos we made. Oh my God, I will never delete them. So they've definitely got things saved of you that they look over. Be it on their phone, an iPad, whatever. Laptop, I just heard. I fucked up. I don't know what to say to you or how to make things right. I think the people that this person got with after you and the behaviors that they really dove into after you to run away from this, they're ashamed and embarrassed of their own behavior. Especially because I think they know that it goes against the character that you thought they were. So for them, it's like they are kind of embarrassed and ashamed to tell you what's gone on since you in this separation, because it's shameful, it's embarrassing, and they behaved like an idiot. But at least they're self-aware now, and they clearly, with all these other messages, they're clearly working on it. And they say true love makes you want to change. No one can make you change unless you want to change, but true love will inspire you to change and want to. I'm learning how to love myself now thanks to you. So you are inspiring them. Whatever it is that they can see of you, they want to see themselves through your eyes again. The version of them that you saw in them. Actually, for some reason, I want to get two more. I was going to say one, but two came out, so we'll do two. This isn't over. You haven't heard the last of me. We have unfinished business, but we know what you're going to hear from them. So, do you still think about me? Do you still want me? Do you still love me? I need to know if I should move on. I'm hurting. With my finances are a mess on the bottom. So as well, if their family is quite controlling of them and they're feeling stuck by it, or they're trying to find their way out of it, their finances might be tied into this situation as well. But part of the bad decisions that they've made may have been spending their money on stupid shit. My finances are a mess. I've made bad decisions. I'm in the process of turning things around. Okay. Being cold. So I think this person feels quite iced out by you as well. You seem unapproachable because you are aloof. Try being more friendly. I'm not saying this to this collective, you need to be more friendly. I think this person has left you feeling out in the cold. They cut you off. They detached quite coldly and left you feeling like they never cared about you. So they know that they need to approach in a certain way because of how they left things. Being a victim, and this is the whole dark night of the soul, feeling sorry for themselves because they're now feeling the pain that they caused you. You feel helpless to change your love life, but you can change whenever you want. And it's the same with these people controlling them. You can leave whenever you want. Doesn't matter if it's a mum, a brother, a sister, a friend, whatever. You are the architect of your own life. You can leave whenever you want. People can say what they want to guilt trip you, but at the end of the day, you decide, no, I need this for me now. I need to do what's right for me now and make that decision. You're not helpless. You're an adult and can do these things for yourself. So they're a bit stuck in that mentality right now, where they're a victim to their circumstances, but they can change it whenever they want. And fear of loss. You are afraid of losing someone or being abandoned. Take a chance. They are about to take a chance here. But I think as well, this person left you feeling abandoned. They detached very coldly and left you isolated and alone. And now because they're feeling the pain they caused you, they're afraid that you're going to return the favor, essentially. But I think this person feels you're worth the risk and they want to take this chance. And I think for a long time, they labeled you two as not compatible, which just goes hand in hand with the whole toxic relationship and not really believing that this is what love is supposed to be about, because it stressed them out, but they can't blame you for all the stress. Okay, let's get tarot. Moving forward. What was that? Lack of commitment with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. The Strength card, that's Leo as well, actually. Didn't we get Leo in that other deck? Queen of Wands, fire sign. So maybe you are a Leo, or they're a Leo, or you both are. Courage, confident, independent, assertive, focused, determined, social, zest for life, passionate, optimistic, wholehearted. I think this person is seeing you transform, actually. You're inspiring them right now to grow, but at the same time, they're very heavy right now in isolation because they're facing their issues and trying to make healthy choices for themselves now. Ace of Pentacles upright. A brand new beginning. A new opportunity here to manifest a new beginning for the pair of you. The Hermit, this is them. This is them going into isolation because they are becoming spiritually enlightened. But they need to go into this isolation. They need to, it's basically, they're really turning within and soul searching right now. And with that comes truth seeking. And part of that truth seeking is understanding the truth of your connection, but the truth of everything in their life up till now. But they're definitely being alone. I don't think this person's out partying. They're keeping very private, and they're trying to trust their inner guidance right now, which is guiding them to be alone. This feels very much like you're the Queen of Wands and this person is the Hermit right now. So the way they're perceiving you is you're very outgoing, you're putting yourself out there, and you seem very confident and passionate, and maybe you're looking like you're out and about being quite social. But they see you as warm and wholehearted. But you live courageously, so you are who you are, and that's that. Like, you don't let people Like, say for instance, if people think you're embarrassing, you don't care. You're like, well, that's just me. You've got no shame in a good way. Four of Wands under the Queen of Wands. That's marriage. This person wants, this is domestic happiness. This person wants a happy home with you. And this says homecoming as well. I think this person sees you as their home and they want to come home. But this is a wedding, harmony, joy, celebration, but stability as well. This person wants marriage with you. They want a stable commitment here. And they want to offer that to you. They see that future with you. Death with the High Priestess. I think this person's trusting their intuition now. They realize that this had to end because things had to happen. They had to go through a rebirth, or you both did. But this is the end of a cycle now, and it's about to be released. I think this person is letting go of the things that they were denying for a long time, and they're going through a change. Endings bring new beginnings. And this transformation is transitioning right now. It's like they're in the cocoon transitioning into the butterfly. And when that transformation is complete, they go through that metamorphosis. They will, their intuition will guide them to reach out to you. I think they're learning to trust themselves now instead of listening to outside opinions as well. So they can bring you this new beginning. Yeah, so they're feeling quite burdened right now, and that's why they're in Hermit, Ten of Wands. They're feeling very overwhelmed and very burdened, and maybe perhaps at this time, especially if they're feeling controlled by people around them, they've been given extra responsibilities that are just creating havoc in their mind, and they're overextending themselves because of it. I think that they feel stressed. They're probably carrying too much emotional baggage as well, but this says keep going, end in sight. So despite the heavy burdens, this person's determined to keep going, and through doing so, they're finding themselves and trusting in the wisdom that they're gaining from it. Yeah, they're manifesting a new beginning here. The Magician on the bottom. So much major arcana. This is a very important time. It's not just about closing the chapter, although that's very important. And I think this communication will be about closing that chapter and letting things go. But that will make way for a new beginning for the two of you. But I think as well, because the Magician's also about willpower and creating, that's being the architect of your reality. So they're really trying to work on their discipline, their self-discipline, and that's the same as what they put in their body, their physical exercise, the people they're around, having the willpower to, yes, they've slipped up, but they've pulled themselves up again, and they're going to carry on, and really using that willpower, that self-discipline to keep going. And through doing that, they're going to feel more and more powerful. They're going to build their confidence, and then they will manifest a new beginning with you by taking action towards you. And that's exactly how it should be. As a detail, they might actually be working on a new skill set right now and developing that. But you did get distance in that very first deck, so that might be something where they need to transfer their skill set to be able to come towards you. And that's something that will take time. All right. Let's get closing messages then. Closing message for this collective, please. Silent skill. Skill again. So there is an element of this person working on their skill set as part of this transformation. I challenge you to unpack your mind in meditation's grace. The soul can unwind. Breathe in, breathe out, let go of doubt.